Hey Verns, welcome back to the program. You know, we haven't checked in a while to see what our old donut-brained, wretched friend, Bret... We haven't checked in on Bret LyinStein in a while. Let's see what his is up to.
Role play scenario. Be infected with the Delta variant with no access to medications, or get one of the vaccines. Which would you pick and why?
This is a very hard role play because what we don't know is, be infected with the Delta variant. Does that, how many
asymptomatic cases
Let's just hear that question from their viewer again.
Role play scenario. Be infected with the Delta variant with no access to medications, or get one of the vaccines. Which would you pick and why?
This is a very hard role play.
I love that. That's so good. What a hard role play. I'm not just saying this because I know my audience is a bunch of and I want to squeeze more money out of them. Oh, that's a really hard one. Get infected with a very dangerous disease, or take the vaccine that's been proven to work and gone through a bunch of tests to make sure it's safe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This channel really is where I come to
party.
I come to get my vaccine, my anti-vax crap, and the coronavirus was created in a Chinese lab info. Really just two adults. So even though a bunch of these people who are fans of this kind of show are dying and in creating more outbreaks and all this stuff, they gotta get those clicks. Gotta get this. Where is it? Gotta get that. So they're pushing the vaccine is bad, so they're pushing their own kind of like a weird crap. And this is the best right here. So they've been pushing this like alternative thing because these people don't want to take the vaccine. It's because if you take the vaccine, that means you're one of these trans people. If you take the vaccine, you lose, because my daughter goes to college and she says I should take the vaccine. She's a real and I'm on the other side. That's it. So that's why we don't want to take the vaccine. So instead, we're going to take something else. I looked into this to see, what's the research on this thing, treating this disease. And this Nature article summed it up pretty well. Early in the pandemic, scientists showed that this thing could inhibit the coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 in cells in laboratory studies. But data on this shit of efficacy against COVID-19 in people are still scarce. And that's everything I looked through is well, there's one study where it looked good. Oh, but this other study had no effect. Oh, and this other study, people got sick and da. There's no proof to what they're talking about. Instead of going and getting a vaccine, which is proven to help, it's proven to protect you, they know that their audience doesn't like that, and they got to squeeze as much money out of these idiots, out of these rubes as possible. So they're pushing this thing that there's no evidence is going to protect you. No evidence is going to work. Somebody summed this up pretty well in this post. So you could take 2 doses of the mRNA vaccine that they've been talking about or whatever, 1 dose of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, or 2 doses of this one, 48 hours apart, weekly for several months, maybe until there's no more COVID? When will that be? No clinical trials. And there's no clinical trials for this. This is what they're pushing. I mean, anything to defeat my daughter who goes to college. She goes to Rutgers, and she said, "Dad, get the vaccine." And I can't be owned like that. I refuse. 2 days later, that character died. That's a sad story for the character that I created, but he died 2 days later. But he owned that daughter of his. That tattooed daughter of his, he owned her good by dying. By being her dad and dying. He actually recorded his final words to his daughter. Here they are. He also had one last thing he wanted to do that he couldn't complete when he was alive that his daughter now has to do, which is
beat a kid in Walmart.
So these 2 clout-hungry click goblins on this stupid show that they got popular because they got Jordy Peterson. Oh, the genius, Jordy Peterson. They got him on a couple times, so they got a nice little boost. Now they got to squeeze all the money out of this thing they possibly can. By the way, they make about 10 grand on Patreon, these 2 vampires. So they tapped the stupid little market of right-wing goofuses in the United States. And the problem with this is that when that's your audience, they're not the biggest geniuses. They're not the biggest geniuses in the world. And a bunch of them went out and got a hold of this medication that they're talking about. And now they're making themselves sick to the point that health organizations had to put out a warning. Hey, you don't know what you're doing. You're not even taking the right version of this crap. Stop it. Mississippi! Stop. Mississippi is pleading with people to stop using a livestock drug to treat COVID-19. Mississippi health officials are pleading with residents not to take a medicine meant for cows and horses as an alternative to getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Ingesting the drug can lead to a rash, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, neurological disorders, and potentially severe hepatitis requiring hospitalization. And it really is, this is just, all they think about for this is just that this is a source of, like, it is truly, literally sociopathic. They don't care that they're hurting people as long as we get this, and then we do this.
We had Jordy Peterson on our show and he gave us a bump.
So now we have just a mob of right-wing lunatics to pander to, and let's just get into this circle of killing them. Let's just jump into that because they get money. And their like psychological way out of this, or a way to like put some distance from themselves on this, is this. Basically,
morally required to engage in talking about this.
Oh my God.
You are not required to listen. You are certainly not required to extrapolate from anything that we say on this podcast and adjust your behavior. You can just listen into a discussion.
It's not our fault. We're just saying things. Yeah, but your audience are very impressionable dimwits. They don't care. Hey, you're basically like giving a baby a hammer to hit itself in the head. I don't know.
I'm counting my money.
It's like that scene in the Jay and Silent Bob movie. If anybody, okay, now I'm really showing my age. Where Gus Van Sant tells Matt Damon to stop bothering him because he's counting his money.
So action, Gus, or
Jesus, Ben, I said I'm busy.
That's these two to their audience. Can you quiet down with the dying over there? We're trying to count our money. One money, two money. No, this is going to take a while. I mean, really, like, zero sense of responsibility to, like, other people or a community. I mean, it is
disgusting.
And by the way, like, if you have some weird uncle who's like, Bret Lyin Stein told me, send them this. They are both vaccinated. Both of those people that you are listening to on YouTube. They're both vaccinated. 100%. I'd bet my entire life savings on it that they're both vaccinated. They just want to keep you clicking. They just want you to keep clicking. And they are owning you. They're owning you, okay? You idiot, you. You dumb, you. But yeah, these people are causing other problems, obviously. Florida's a disaster. Dozens of fed-up Florida doctors stage protest over unvaxxed patients. So they're getting all these patients, basically, that are like, you know, they refuse to get a vaccine, so they get sick, and then they clog, they jam, as they would a toilet. You know, as that would happen in a toilet. They clog and jam up these hospitals, and then people are like, who are like having a heart attack, they're like, hey, come back another time. Come back another. Oh, I have like a severe illness, and, you know, I'm about to die, but no, come back another time, because this guy saw a Bret LyinStein video on his phone. His mouth was hanging open, and he got a little drool on the phone when he was watching a Bret LyinStein video, and he said, oh, I'll do what Bret says. And now you can't be helped at this hospital because this piece of turd is clogging up a hospital bed. The following is a message to Bret and Heather, okay? Grow up, you two goons. Grow up, you two idiots, you. You psychos, you. Find a better way to make money, okay? You're so happy with, oh, Jordan Peterson, it loves capitalism. Okay, good, then find an actual real way to make money, you two pieces of turd, you. You two scam rats with your Terry Gross voices, whispering, getting every little tick into the mic. So I really do think that those two are like They probably both have vaccines, and they're just totally scamming their dimwit audience that they think are suckers. But I think that there are maybe the sillier thing, the sillier vibe, is the people who actually they're like, I'm willing to die for this. I'm willing to die for this. This guy, South Carolina County Republican Party leader dies from COVID-19. Presley Stutz. He died. I should show a little bit more respect. But that's probably what he sounds like if he's from South Carolina. Presley Stutz led a group loyal to former President Donald Trump in forcing out several local GOP officials who has opposed the blah, 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 whatever. Who cares? I mean, this guy really died for this crap. GOP leader dies of COVID after posting. So he was posting a bunch of anti-vax conspiracy stuff here. Quote, a deadly bioweapon perpetrated upon the people of the world by enemies foreign and perhaps domestic wouldn't get a vaccine. Here he is. Of course, he's in a restaurant getting snacks. That's me too. But here it says you can't read it, but in the bottom it says, here we were meeting at a restaurant to plan where the next Confederate monument was going to go. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. But yeah, he was just till the moment he died, he was posting, this is a hoax. This is a hoax. Dead. Both 64-year-old Presley Stutz and his wife were rushed to the hospital with COVID-19 complications on August 1st, according to the Greenville News. His wife was released earlier this month, but Stutz was moved to the intensive care unit. So they gave each other this. When he was hospitalized, Stutz said COVID-19, quote, created double pneumonia in my lungs. He falsely described the disease as a, quote, deadly bioweapon, but stressed that he was against vaccine and mask mandates as a, quote, ardent defender of freedom and liberty. This is my freedom and liberty to spread a disease around to this restaurant here that I'm at Hokies or whatever the place is called. I'm at Pokey Joe's, and I can't be free if I can't strut into Pokey Joe's with with no vaccine and no mask and coughing up a lung into the server's face. Even after he was moved to the ICU, he continued to insist that he was against vaccine and mask mandates and shared anti-vaccine content on his Facebook. Of course. Oh, no. Oh, I thought maybe he was on TikTok, this guy. Stutz posted a quote attributed to British science fiction writer Ian Watson about what's, quote, in your best interest, which has spread throughout anti-vaxxer social media as a rallying cry against COVID-related mandates. So it's guys like this that are in this sick relationship with scam artists like the Weinstein duo. And he's just I died for a good cause. What is that cause exactly? I never thought of it that way. And then Bret LyinStein and his wife jump in and they're like, yay, that's the good things that you guys are doing. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. Yeah, keep doing that. Good. You're doing the right thing. But guys, we don't want to have too much of a
party.
We do want to take this a little bit seriously, and I do have sad news. They got Clarissa, bro. They got Clarissa, dog.
And I'm really mad that my kids didn't have to wear masks at school. Because I'm pretty sure that's where this came from.
So I just want to give a message to Clarissa from Clarissa Explains It All, which is your name, I believe, because I believe shows are real and the people in them it's a documentary shot in real time. Clarissa, please get better from all of us at the channel. We want you to be able to really explain it all and come back to explain more. That's a funny little joke that I came up with there.
Mississippi!
But guys, please be careful. Try not to get sick. Please, do everything you can to protect yourself from this and not get it. And Bret Weinstein and his wife, you two are a couple of turds. This is what YouTube should do, okay? Because it's like, oh, should we ban them? Is that free speech? This is what YouTube should do. Their channel gets banned, all of it taken down, stripped down, unless they come out. They both have to stand in front of a curtain. They stand behind a curtain. The curtain opens, a spotlight on them, and they have to say, we are both a couple of turds. Thank you. And then they both bow, and the thing goes back. And that's their channel. And they have to keep their channel trailer for the rest of their YouTube channel. And then it can stay. So That's the deal. YouTube told me that they have to do that, so please forward this to them so they know. So thank you guys for watching this, and always remember to have some
running water external toilets.
Thank you. Hey everybody, and thanks so much for watching this video. Like all the other YouTube and podcast perverts, I now have a Patreon. Every week on this Patreon, I'm uploading 2
Exclusive.
Patreon exclusive shows. They're like real shows, more produced, more edited.
A behind-the-scenes show where I reveal all my secrets, and a show where we go deep on an important topic that you will want to know about. Also, you get the daily and complete live show audio-only feeds. And at the top level, for only 25 bones, you can become a producer. These people that you're seeing right here make this program possible. Without them, nothing. It goes right in the toilet, right in the trash, and we set it on fire. Ooh, these are the most beautiful people of my whole life. Look at these people. Are you kidding me? Yeah, right. Good, nice try. Good, nice try. Good, nice try. It's these people who make it work. So please, for Christ's sake, become a patron. Bye-bye. Love you.